Alright, so boom, I'm back. I'm back, man. Did y'all miss me? Cause I missed y'all. You already know how we coming, man. I apologize for not being where I'm supposed to be when I needed to be. You feel me? I'm late, 2 weeks late on shit, man. I had a lot going on. Not only did I have a lot going on, but nigga took a slight little trip. You feel me? Took a slight little trip to Puerto Rico. So I was in Puerto Rico for a couple days, and I didn't get to shoot nothing over there because I didn't have a stand to shoot nothing. I was gonna vlog and everything else, but I ended up not doing that because I didn't have the camera that I was supposed to have while we was there. So I ended up not vlogging. So I wasn't able to do that. But it don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm gonna try to make sure I put out at least 2 things this week coming up just so I can catch up for what I missed on. But I apologize for not being where I was supposed to be. I should have been in attendance when my presence was needed. Cause some crazy shit happened this past week with the Met Gala and all that other shit. You feel me? With these niggas out here carrying green babies and I don't know, just all the outfits and big shit that all that shit had going on. Like, we normally don't care about none of that shit, to be real with you. A lot of that shit be real inconvenient most of the time. It don't really be mattering at all for people who actually really out here living a real life. So I was gonna speak about that shit. I was gonna talk about it. We was gonna have a little conversation about the shit that they was wearing, and the Frank Ocean nigga having a fucking baby, a green robot baby. I don't know, some stupid shit. Some shit they just be doing to do just because they got money and they just be out here doing shit. So I was gonna talk about that, but I don't want to talk about that no more. I'm gonna cut that out. I don't want to speak about that shit, but I do have one thing that correlates into something at the Met Gala that has to do with Lil Nas X. But I just don't want to talk about it no more, to be real with you. I just don't really care to talk about it no more. So today I'm just finna run down a few things that I want to, you feel me? 2 topics, and I almost forgot I'm supposed to be saying something else. What was it? I don't even remember. I lost it. Fuck it, whatever. But I got other things coming too, you feel me? So I still got all the other shit coming. Like I said, I'm running a little behind right now, you feel me? So bear with me, please, you feel me? Bear with me. I love you and I appreciate everybody again for tuning in, you know, checking me out, watching my shit, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop, like and subscribe, all that good shit. Yeah. Because if you don't, I'm gonna run down on you. Under the rug, my boy. I'm gonna tell you every week. Every fucking week. You hear me? Alright. So the first thing that we gonna get into, man, the first topic. Oh shit, boom. So y'all see I got we drinking the blue today. You feel me? We on the blue. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm a whole nigga. I don't even know how to open champagne bottles. I don't really do champagne like that. Like, alright, give me some Henny, give me some Remy, give me some Douce, give me some something. I even take the Patron, give me that. And we can rock like that, you feel me? Like, look how I took it off. That's how I knew I was drink champagne. Look how I took that motherfucker off. That's how I know I want to drink champagne. But let me get this shit rolling, man. Fuck that. That shit is not needed. That shit just be looking pretty. I don't even know how to open this, bitch. I ain't even finna hold you. Man, hold on. Alright, so boom, we gonna get back into the topic, man. Like I said, the first topic that I wanted to talk about was Nappy Roots. And it's a funny one. It's not really a funny one, but it's an awkward one because I had a whole conversation with one of my dogs the other day, and we got into a disagreement. I don't argue with people, so just so you know that I don't argue with people. I have debates with people and I have disagreements with people, but I do not argue with people. Once I feel like I'm arguing with you, I shut up. I don't argue with people. But he was telling me, he was like, cause he called my hair nappy. Now y'all see my hair. Don't judge me. My shit ain't corn right now. You understand? Y'all see me here. Okay. Now, granted, what we would normally call that in today's society and past society is nappy hair, nappy headed, shit like that. So I told him, I was like, bro, okay, but our hair, like, all right, our roots come from Lord knows where. As black people, we don't know exactly where our roots come from. We know we come from Africa and we know we come from the motherland, but we don't know what tribes and whoop-de-whoop and all that. That history has been long forsaken and taken from us. But it's the derogatory term of nappy headed or nappy hair is something that I'm not gonna lie, bro, I just don't like. It just don't sit well with me. It just don't sit well, right? And I think it's just because I feel like that term kind of implies that every other hair texture is better than the one that I have, or most black people have, most colored people have. You feel me? So it just don't sit well with me. So I was talking to Brent. He was just going back and forth with me. And eventually I'll have him on here so he could lay out. Excuse me. So he could lay out his part and say his piece on it. But excuse me. I don't technically like the term just because it makes me feel as if you saying my hair is bad hair. And it's like, bitch, my hair is the most tightly curled hair you could find on the pattern. Like, I mean, probably you could find something tighter. I don't know what's the tighter pattern for a C hair. I'm not too sure. But my hair is tightly curled. And when I said that, he was like, tightly curled? Like, who gonna say that? Who gonna say, oh, my hair is tightly curled? A lot of people, like regular people do, like most Spanish people do, most white people do, they say their hair is curled. My hair is, loosely curled. My hair is, so our hair is tightly curled. My hair is tightly curled to the point where it can get nappy. Nappy is a derogatory term for a coarse hair, dry hair, a hair that is I guess matted, shit like that. And it's a derogatory term normally used for black people. So in my mind, I just feel like we gotta stop telling our kids that you got nappy heads. We gotta stop telling our kids that, oh, yo, you got nigga hair. You got, like, I say that shit to myself now. Like, I know I got that nigga hair, but I can say that to myself because I know in deep down in my heart, I know where where my hair comes from, and I also know how important it is to have the hair that I have. You feel me? Like, no disrespect to any other race or any other culture, but this is strength right here. This hair is strength right here. You can't tell me nothing. Like, yeah, I gotta wash, I gotta take care of it, but this hair is strong. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is basically wool. You feel where I'm going with this? So, like, I don't know. I just feel like we just gotta stop that narrative. We gotta stop that narrative of telling our kids that nappy hair is bad. Nappy hair is whoop-de-woo. Like, now we're starting to embrace the nappy a little bit more. You see niggas got the little brush, they, do the curls and make it look nappy. You feel me? Niggas is out here wearing nappy fros, and females with the natural hair, nappy afros. And so we're starting to embrace it a little bit more, which is good. But we still have that idea, that notion that is being pushed, that nappy hair is correlated or somehow, for the lack of a better word, in cahoots. That bitch is in cahoots with black people or bad hair. Like, just because you have really coarse hair or just because you have really tightly curled hair doesn't mean you have bad hair. And I'm not saying that that's what he said. That's not what my dog was arguing. It was like more of him saying that, you nigga, your hair is nappy because that's what nappy is. That's what it is. And I'm just like, no, fam. No, that is a derogatory term that they have been placed among us, that they said to us. Nappy-headed boy, nappy. That's what they said to us to make us feel like our hair was lesser than. So it's like, when you hear that and you know, like, man, bitch, my shit, you whatever, but you can't tell me nothing because my hair is going to be nappy, whatever, it's going to be tightly coarse, this is tightly curled, you feel me, coarse, whatever. But this is strength, and I will say that again, strength. Strength, bro. trending. So I don't know. We just gotta stop that narrative. Stop telling your kids that. Stop telling you got nappy head. Oh, your daddy gave you that nappy ass head. I wish he would've gave you hair like mine. What hair like yours? You talking about straight hair? We talking about hair that can literally consume lice? Or you feel me? Not consume, but is it consume? My bad, a wrong word. But you know what I mean. That can actually, like, you know, have lice in it, shit like that. Like, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that. We could get dandruff, but I take dandruff over lice any day. Any day, my guy. That's just dryness of the scalp. I take that any day. So we gotta stop that narrative, bro. We gotta stop that narrative. We gotta stop telling our kids that nappy hair is bad hair. We gotta stop talking to people with nappy hair or hair we consider nappy to be bad, or we gotta stop talking to them like you gotta go comb your shit, or like. And our parents made us do that growing up, and that's what he was saying. Like, he was saying the little hairstyle with the brush and shit like that is not. It wouldn't have been a style back in the days because our parents wouldn't let us walk out the house with our hair nappy like that. And my argument was, yeah, because they were stupid. They were stupid. They were dumb. They didn't understand that they basically, in a way, not saying that they were taking us away from ourselves or who we were, like, you know what I'm saying, ancestors and all that, but it's just like you're trying to force us to be something that society wants us to be. My man's want to wear his hair nappy, let him wear his hair nappy, and that kind of goes into the next thing that we're going to talk about. So, just, you know what I'm saying, but either way, we just got to stop that. Stop that narrative. Love your kids. Love them for the hair that they have. Stop trying to chase Spanish bitches to go get. I'm sorry if anybody took offense to that, but stop trying to chase certain cultured females to go get a bitch that got. Oh, I want my baby to have straight long hair. Like, bro, you sound stupid. You sound stupid. Dominance. That's all I have to say today. Tune in. I'll be right back with my next topic, man. Alright, so I'm back. You know what I'm saying? So, jumping into the next topic. The next topic is relevantly it's really just about accepting, and that's where it really all comes from. I was having a conversation with the same person that I was talking about yesterday. This was two different conversations, two separate conversations. So this conversation was technically about the boundaries of two friends and in more of a homosexual way, right? I know motherfuckers will look like, nigga, what? The fuck is you talking about? Hold on. Wait a minute, bro, before you, before you go slide to another video, let me explain myself. So look, me and my dog was having a conversation. So we was talking about Lil Nas X, and what I said was, I'm not mad at the nigga for doing what he doing. And personally, I don't even think the nigga gay, but that's my personal opinion. But if he is gay, that's fine. But what he's doing is putting his people, his family, his mother, his father, his people that he loved in positions that they would have never been able to do before. Regardless of what everybody, the rest of the world thinks and society thinks, and how everybody else feel about, he's pushing his sexuality onto other people. But that man is putting his people in positions, right? So, and then some people look at me and say to me that that's about money. And I'm not saying that it's all about the money. What I'm saying is, when you are able to put your people in positions that they have never been before, or able to do things for them that they would have never thought possible, it's a lot easier for your people to accept the things that you're doing. So his argument to me was that, bro, you don't think that he's embarrassing his family, like his mom and his dad, because they still got to go out in public and, you know what I'm saying, like, that's their son, and people around them that actually know them gonna really look like what you doing, like what's wrong with your son, like what? And then I understand that concept, but in my mind it's just like, if your parents love you, right? If you love that person and you supposed to be that's your son, that's your child, that's your daughter, and you love that person, you supposed to love that person no matter what. If you love that person unconditionally. So even if he is embarrassing you, and this is where I said, bro, when you're doing things that your parents don't accept, or people that you love around you don't accept, it's a lot easier for them to accept it when you're helping them out in their life, when you're putting them in positions financially that they would have never been in. So, and we all know parents, moms that's like, hey, oh, I don't like that my son sells drugs and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop, but he come home and he helped me with the bills and he helped me with my car payment and the light and whoop-de-whoop. So I, like, I don't like it. I tell him I don't like it, I hate it, but he helped me so much that there's nothing I can do. It's like I have to somewhat accept it. So in my mind, once you accept the fruit of the labor, you accept the labor. Like, that's just how I look at it. You feel me? Like, I'm not saying that you can't, you gotta accept it wholeheartedly and like, oh, like I accept it 100%. But once you accept the labor, the fruit of the labor, you accept the labor. So, for example, and I use this example, sweatshops, Chinese, like the workshops and shit like that they be having overseas and whoop, like they be having like child labor over there. You feel me? They be having 7, 8, 9-year-olds working into 12, 14 hours a day type shit. So I was like, do you agree with that? And he was like, nah. But I was like, you don't agree with it, you don't accept it, right? But you still gonna go buy a Nike shirt. You still gonna go buy whatever shirt, you feel me, that cross seas that got those people working like that. So in a way you accept it. In a slight way you accept it. That's how my mind works. I'm not saying that's on everybody else, but that's for me. Because once you accept the fruit, which is the labor is the child labor. The fruit of that labor is the name brand clothings that, you feel me, that they might, now I don't want to say Nike because I don't want to put that on Nike's branding. I don't know that for sure. I haven't done any research on that. So let me not say Nike, but just any name brand or any clothing or any like large distribution company or like, you know what I'm saying, like that got those type of companies, like that got those type of work environments overseas because it's cheaper on labor and it's less on taxes. So like once you accept that product that it came from, you in a way accept the labor. So if you accept the shirt, the pants, or the shoes, and you still gonna go buy those things, then you accept the way that they were made. It's like you don't have to accept it wholeheartedly, but that you accept the way it was made. So either way, I was like, bro, it's easier for people to accept things that their loved ones are doing that they're not happy about when they're putting them in positions of places that they would have never been before. He said he feel like that's about money, and I said, all right, cool, that's fine. So this was what the key argument was about. So I was like, it was about a dress, because he wore a dress and all that. So I was like, so we basically got down to it, and I was like, so if I wear a dress, and because he said he didn't feel comfortable with somebody wearing a dress, or like a man wearing a dress around him, and I was like, I feel you, but like, what does it matter? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if that's your friend, that's your homeboy, this is how my mind works, right? If I love you, I love you. If I rock with you, I rock with you. One of my homeboys could pick up today and walk up to me tomorrow and wear a dress and tell me, let's go to the mall with him. And he'd be like, let's go to the mall. My first initial reaction will be, hey, bro, what you doing with a dress on? You good? He gonna be like, yeah, bro, I'm straight. I just like wearing dresses now. I feel comfortable. I'm be like, okay. All right, come on, let's go. Let's go to the mall. Am I gonna feel a little bit like, damn, people might be looking at me? Yeah, but I don't care enough. I don't care to even feel like whatever. That man wanna wear a dress, he wanna wear a dress. That's my brother, I love him. If that's my homeboy, I say I love him, I'm supposed to accept you in any way, point possible. What he was arguing to me was, bro, just give me some type of respect. Like, if I tell you I'm okay with everything else and you being gay, why can't you respect me just not wearing a dress? My rebuttal to that was, hey, bro, but if I wake up in the morning and I put on a dress and I'm happy, and this is what makes me happy, like, makes me feel like a person, makes me feel like a human, who are you to tell me that you don't want to be around me and what makes me happy? So he was just like, bro, it makes me uncomfortable. So it's like it was a whole little spiel. You feel what I'm saying? Like I can't go verbatim of the whole conversation. I didn't record it. I wish I would have, but it just brought me to the mind state, and it made me realize that it's like, but you gotta be accepting of certain things. And I'm not saying that you have to be. Let me not say gotta be. You should be. And I'm not gonna say have to be, but you gotta learn to be. You know what I'm saying? Like accepting of certain things. Like, especially if you say you love that person. If you claim you love that person, then, bro, you're supposed to be willing to rock with that person no matter what it is. No matter what it is. Not saying you're going to condone in the shit. Not saying you're going to be out there doing the same thing they doing. But you should be willing to say, hey, bro, that's my peoples. I love you. And I'm always going to rock with you no matter what if you unconditionally love that person. If my nigga wearing a dress and you want to go to the mall, well, let's go to the mall. Because anybody that say something about you, bitch, we're going to handle it accordingly. And that's just what it's going to be. But I'm not just going to not go to the mall with you because you have a dress on. I'm not going to not go to the nowhere with you because you gay. I'm not going to not go nowhere with you because you wear something I don't like. Like, it's like, bro, I don't care enough. Not only do I care enough, bro, I accept everybody for who they are and what they do and what they wear and what they put they present themselves as. So if that's what you are and that's what you feel me, and I don't want to be around that, I'm gonna remove myself from you. So I'm not telling bro he wrong. That's my dog. Like, and I love my dog. You feel me? But I'm not telling him he wrong. None of us really wrong in the argument. We just had different points of view the way we was looking at it. We just had different points of view. You feel me? Opinions, and that's fine. That's the way the world's supposed to be. But it wasn't really nothing that, you know what I'm saying? It's just, I just realized that you just gotta learn to accept people for who they are. If you say you love them people, if you claim to love somebody, if you claim to love your brother, your sister, your auntie, your uncle, your mama, love that person for who they are. You feel what I'm saying? Even though if they do you wrong, you remove yourself from them, but you understand who that person is. That's fine if they doing you wrong and woody-woo. But if I'm talking about that person just, they wake up tomorrow and they want to be gay, or if that person wake up tomorrow and they want to, I don't know, don't take it drastically. If that person wake up tomorrow and they want to smoke crack, no. Nigga, no. You stop that. No. But it's, and I hate when people do that. Well, what if da-da-da-da-da? Like, bruh, it's a balance in life. The key to life is balance. I've learned that recently. It's balance. That's the answer to life. It's balance. And you gotta compartmentalize certain things. So you can't say, even though it may compare, you can't say it like that because it's two drastic measures. So you can't say, oh, all right. Goddamn, I almost lost it. Hold on, give me a second. I lost it. God damn it. See, thinking too much goddamn things for y'all. See what I be out here stressing with? Stressed out. Stressed the goddamn fuck out. But either way, bro, like you just can't compare two drastic measures like that. So the best example that I can give you is if you're talking about, if you're accepting somebody when they're gay, or they want to wear a dress, or they want to wear their nails painted, or they want to get their nails done, it's a guy, or it's a female and she wants to wear baggy clothes, or like something that they're attire, right? Accept that person for what they want to wear and what they want to feel comfortable in. You don't have to accept somebody, like, okay, if they're doing something that's dire, that's drastic to their life, that's different. That's way different. You don't have to accept that necessarily. Nigga wake up tomorrow, he's like, well, I want to smoke crack. It's a completely different drastic measure than from wearing something and smoking crack. It's dire and it's drastic to you feel me? Like, you could die. Nigga, that shit gonna kill you. Wearing something ain't gonna kill you unless somebody else do it to you, and that's just what I'm saying. You gotta break out of that mentality of feeling like, oh, I can't be around a person because they got this on, because I'm uncomfortable with what they wearing, or I feel like somebody else is gonna look at me and feel like, oh, I'm gay too, or somebody else is, and it's just like, bro, get out of that. Stop worrying about what society thinks of you or that person, because you shouldn't be concerned enough for what nobody else is doing. Simple. Stop being concerned about what other people is doing. Like, and I wish I would have recorded that shit. I wish I would have recorded the whole conversation, because it's so hard to give it up in bits and pieces, but I had to come on here and just try to, you feel me, hopefully y'all caught the idea of where we was going with it, but he was just basically saying, but he feels uncomfortable with in somebody like wearing a dress around him. And my argument was, but if that person is comfortable in the dress and that's what they feel like, you know, that's what they're happy in, and you supposedly love that person as a friend, you should say whatever, like, all right, fine, it's whatever. You know what I'm saying? Even if that means I have to get out of my comfort zone. His rebuttal to that was, why do I have to get out of my comfort zone when I'm already accepting a whole bunch of things from you that I'm uncomfortable with as being a gay man? And it's, you feel me, woo, you know, all the other shit that gay men do, you know, I don't know, that they go through. So, and my rebuttal to that was, but bruh, if I'm your friend and you love me, it shouldn't matter. And it was so hard because they saying that I was selfish, and I'm looking at him like, bro, what you're telling me is so selfish. If somebody wakes up in the morning and they put on, let's say I got this hoodie on. See, y'all probably seen this hoodie before. I had this hoodie on a different episode. I like hoodies. You gonna notice that. Y'all wanna send me some hoodies? I'm finna get me some hoodies made with the it is what it is on it. Y'all wanna send me some? Dope, you feel me? I like hoodies. Hoodies make me feel comfortable. They make me feel secure. I don't know what it is about them. It's a psychological factor now, and it started probably from like middle school, high school type shit. I always wore high hoodies in school all the time. So I like hoodies. I don't know what it is. You feel me? Even when the shit happened with Trayvon Martin, rest in peace, I was still like, man, I'm gonna rock my hoodie. I'm sorry. It's a psychological thing now. I like hoodies. They make me feel comfortable, right? So if I wake up in the morning and let's say I met somebody, I had a friend from 10 years ago, and he just didn't like guys wearing hoodies. And I'm just like, but bro, my hoodie makes me feel comfortable. It makes me feel like I'm somebody, like I'm human. It makes me happy. It makes me wake up in the morning, and it makes me actually want to go about my day. And you're telling me you don't want me to wear what makes me happy, what makes me feel like myself? How much more selfish is that? But his rebuttal is, but I'm already accepting so much from you. As being a heterosexual male, I'm already accepting you being gay, that not being normal, and me having to get used to that as having a gay friend, and whoop whoop. And I'm just like, but bruh, you're telling somebody not to put on what makes them happy. And I just, you know, we just had a disconnect there. And it wasn't nothing serious. We ain't squabble. You feel me? We ain't throw no fisticuffs or nothing like that. We just had a disconnect there. And that's all it was. You feel me? I love bro. You feel me? No bad blood towards right now like that. Debates are debates and disagreements are disagreements. Opinions are opinions, and they should be crossfired at all times to each other so you can sharpen each other. Iron sharpen iron, man sharpen man. And that's how it's supposed to be. But everybody always want to get in their feelings once they feel like they wrong or somebody got them or somebody whoop, that you not agreeing with me, so we got a problem. A bitch ain't supposed to agree with you every time, 100% of the time. I don't care how smart you think you is, how cool you think you is, how much money you got. If a bitch agree with you 100% of the time, they sucking dick. That's a yes man. You don't want no yes mans around you. We don't want no yes mans around us. Yes mans get you caught. Yes mans always want to talk. We don't need that. So you need people around you that's gonna tell you, I don't believe that. I don't like that. I don't see that to be truthful. And if they feel like that, then they gotta put out their statements and let them explain to you and let them elaborate to you why they feel like that. But we're not doing no yes mans. So I don't know. I like that. I like to be able to go back and forth with my people and the people I love and see where they mind at and understand that everybody not gonna think the way I think, but either way I can still come to some type of understanding on where you think. And as long as I can understand what you think, I don't really care about you understanding how I think. That's fine. I'll be looked at as crazy and retarded and all that. I'm sorry, excuse the word, but I'll be looked at as everything else in the book. I just want to understand how you think. So once I understand how you think, now we can play chess. We good to go now. So in that sense, like I said, but just accept people for who they are and what they wear, what they like to do. If you love them, if that's your family, your brother, your sister, accept them people. If you love them people unconditionally, you always accept them for who they are, what they want to do, what they want to what. And just remember that. And stop being fuck niggas too. We always gonna walk away with that. Long live the guys, man.